Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have something different to show you guys. I've done a couple of segments like this before, but this is the first time that I'm doing it with these specific items. Basically, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be testing out some Mexican snack food. I walked into this store that I've been by dozens of times, but I've never actually gone inside. And I looked around, and they had tons of like snack foods and candies and stuff like that. So I thought I'd grab a couple and show you guys what I found. Now I grabbed a variety of stuff here, and even one item that I am familiar with, and I had actually try these in another country. I had actually gone. There are a couple of little sort of gums. I had tried these in another country. I had gotten them in Greece, but they're the exact same brand. I just feel like some of the flavors are different, but I know that two of these definitely existed. So there are these little gums called Bubbaloo. Sorry about the glare. Bubbaloo. This one here is strawberry. This one, the green one, is mint. This one here, I believe, is supposed to be blueberry. And that one there is plantain. Or banana, maybe. I'm assuming banana. So I'm going to go ahead and try these ones first. Basically, these ones here, inside of them, they have a little bit of, like, sort of a juicy thing going on inside of them, and I really like these as a kid. The only downside to them is that the flavor almost immediately disappears. I shouldn't say almost immediately. Pretty much if you chew on it for a couple of minutes, you'll get some decent flavor out of it, but then it goes away. So the first one is strawberry. Basically, all of these gums look more or less like that, with like powdered sugar or whatever on the outside. And they're just different colors. So I'm just gonna chew on them for a little bit and spit them out. Just every time I chew these gums, it sort of puts me back into my childhood, and I just absolutely love that I was able to find these again. And like, of all places I could find these, I found these in a Mexican sort of grocery store. And it is exactly the same as I remember them tasting in Greece, which is a big surprise because I'm assuming, even though it's like the same company, it's probably been produced differently in some capacity. I'm very happy to be able to experience this again. Next one up, yeah, I think this one here, the purple one, like purplish blue, is supposed to be blueberry. Let's see. Yeah, this one here is blue on the inside. I honestly can't tell. This one just tastes like generic blue coloring. But it still just reminds me of my childhood. I absolutely love the way that these gums feel. Pretty much after you chew it for a little bit, it turns into like this soft mush. I know that doesn't sound all that appealing. And basically it turns into like this soft mush. But then after chewing it for a while, it pretty much turns into like a rubber ball. It becomes really dense and hard to chew. I just liked working at this when I was a kid. Next up is the mint. And this one's actually one of my least favorite flavors. It's just, in a gum like this, I expect more of like a fruit flavor or like a generic bubblegum flavor. But I don't really like the idea of bubblegum that's mint flavored. mint is better tied to like a chewing gum than to a bubble gum. But I still very much enjoy this. It's kind of a waste to just chew it for a little bit and spit it out, but I mean, how else was I going to show you guys this? The last one of the gums is what I'm assuming is supposed to be banana or plantain. Please let me know if I can't really judge this. Yeah, it's disgusting. That's just generic banana flavor. It tastes like medicine-y. Just really gross. Next, I guess I'll go for one of the chocolate items that I have here. I got a couple of chocolate items and only one bag of chips here. I'll go with these ones here. They are Cranky by Ricolino. And these ones here are pretty much just chocolate-covered cornflakes. And I've had something like this before, so I thought it should, in theory, be a good idea, but let's see how well they were executed. Yeah, I can't see how you would go wrong with these. They're just very basic. Cornflakes covered in chocolate. The chocolate isn't all that great, but at least the combination is decent enough. I could definitely eat a massive bag of these if I had them. I'm kind of imagining what it would be like with a glass of milk, or even eat these like an entire bowl of cereal. I can't see that as being a healthy thing to do, but it would be interesting to see what that would taste like. The next one here is called, if I understand this correctly, Galak Choco Cookie. It's basically like a cookies and cream bar. I wonder how this tastes compared to like the Hershey's cookies and cream chocolate bar, but let's just open it up and take a look first, and then taste it. So basically it's falling apart in here, but this is what it looks like. Sorry about the glare. It doesn't look like the chocolate's held up all that well. It actually looks kind of questionable. I'm just going to take a bite out of it. I don't know, it's not quite as creamy as Nestle's cookies and cream bar, but I mean, it's okay. It's not terrible, but I don't see me ever buying this again, really. If I could just get a cookies and cream bar, that would be fine. So that, I don't know, just not quite for me. I guess before I do one more chocolate item, I only have two things left to show you guys here, but before I do that last chocolate item, I will show you guys these here. Not entirely certain on the name, if it's Takis or Takis or something like that. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know how this is supposed to be pronounced. They are these tortilla chips that are crunchy fajita flavor. I saw recently that Doritos has a kind of chip like this that's rolled over, and they taste exactly like movie theater nachos, like movie theater nacho chips with the cheese sauce. It is exactly like that, which I found to be kind of strange, but I'm really hoping that these are extremely spicy. I really hope that these are extremely spicy. I paid $2.25 for these. They had a couple of different chips and a couple of different varieties of Doritos there, but they wanted like $5 a bag, and it was just too much for me to spend. So these smell really strong. Can't quite like tell what this scent is supposed to be, but it's definitely reminiscent of sort of like Mexican spices and stuff like that. So let's just take a look at it first. It kind of looks like the Flaming Hot Cheetos sort of color. I hope they're spicier than that. These aren't spicy. Like, they're kind of somewhere between a nacho cheese Dorito and like the aftertaste of a sweet chili heat Dorito. They're definitely nice though. I like these, and I like that there's not really an overwhelming heat to them, but I wish there was some, I guess, some more heat to them than what I'm getting off of them. But they are pretty nice. Let's just put those off to the side and get to this last item here. Basically this here, I'm assuming it's supposed to be exactly the same as... Sorry, let me get the rest of this chip out of my mouth. Sorry about that. I'm assuming it's supposed to be exactly the same as the Hostess product that it looks like. I'm not certain if this is a subsidiary of Hostess or who knows really. But it is called Pinguinos, and it's made by Marinella, I don't know. And I mean, their mascot doesn't look like a penguin. He looks kind of seagull-ish, or some other generic kind of cool hip-hop bird-looking thing, but oh well. I'm hoping these taste exactly like the Hostess. I'm not entirely certain what they're called. Ding-dongs, ho-hos. Basically the little chocolate cupcakes that look exactly the same as this. So let's see here. They look to be more or less the same as what I expect them to look like. I wonder what the flavor's like. I mean, my experience with the Hostess version of these, the icing's been sort of like granulated, like you can really sort of taste like the grit of the sugar in the icing. But in this one, it's a lot finer. It still tastes kind of gritty, but overall the flavor is pretty nice for something like this, for like a snack food. I don't find myself eating sort of Hostess-like snack cakes all that often, because usually they're really insanely unhealthy for you. These ones here have 310 calories in them and 5 grams of saturated fats. That's a lot. That's 24% of your daily recommended value. That's a lot of saturated fats. I suppose I can just leave that off to the side for now and think about getting back to it later on. Thank you very much for paying attention if you've made it all the way to the end of this video. As always, like I say in all my videos, anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Just leave it in the comment section below. And, yeah, Facebook, Twitter, website, they're all linked in the description below, as they usually are. And that's it. See ya.